Right. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Kakadash. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings to all the brothers spreading this truth and righteousness. This is truly the time of the calamity of Esau. You see, the whole world is, first off, the whole world knows that these Edomites are wicked, and the whole world is celebrating, at least their enemies, their allies are going to turn on them too. Speaking of America, American allies are going to turn on them and they're going to shoot nuclear weapons over here into America to help destroy it. But right now, their main enemies, pretty much the other team, is celebrating at the things that's happening in America right now. These are glorious times to rejoice in. I mean, we see in the prophecies unfold right in front of our face. This is the calamity of our arch enemy, Esau, Edom. I'm gonna read this post. I seen this on Facebook, so I went and looked it up myself. The thing is that everything's coming out, even on social media and different places like Facebook. You see the whole truth about this, the white man, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, his history. Everybody's exposing it. Everybody's exposing all the wicked things he's done, And the man of perdition, that man of sin, is being revealed, man. Prophecy is being revealed right in front of our eyes. So this post says, Iran, Russia, China, Turkey celebrate the collapse of U.S., right? So without a doubt, U.S. is falling. It's coming down. America will never be great again, man. It's coming down. It's collapsing. Even Iran, Russia, China, Turkey, like it says in the headline right there, even they know this is the collapse of the U.S. How far is it going to go down? It's going all the way down, man. It says the goal of these countries during the current U.S. crisis is to use it to their advantage to achieve gains, right? They're the other side to this structure over here, the West world. Even though they're all going to fight against the Lord when he comes back, and they're all going to be destroyed. This says authoritarian regimes throughout the world are pushing narratives that appear to gloat over and celebrate the chaos unfolding in the United States, right? The race wars, the sedition amongst men, right? On Monday, Iran media pushed stories that highlight the collapse. This was Iran media, while quoting Russian sources, and they was quoting the Russian sources, portraying that the U.S. is failing about as its world order comes crashing down. So that one world order that they want so bad, they're saying, it's coming crashing down, man. All right, here, let me get that off. The U.S. became the world's most powerful country, a global superpower. I'm not going to read all this. However, Russia, China, Iran, and increasingly Turkey have all awaited the period when the world will become multipolar again. They have sought to work more closely together. They became allies, and they have sat frequently at global forums that the U.S. does not attend. So they coming together against the U.S. More of them, and it's a lot more on this. I'm not going to read all of it, but it's just saying that these countries all have stated media that is well founded, such as RT News, TRT, Iran's news, numerous of China media sources, and the policies of these countries are to slowly undermine the U.S. and wait for moments of the U.S. weakness to push their agendas, right? And they see this as a time of weakness for America right now. The people are fed up. The people are tired. This is what Iran's former president made similar comments about the declining U.S. order. So everybody know and see that this man is coming down. And what's ultimately going to happen is, when he gets down low enough and the Lord puts the spirits on those other countries mentioned to finally shoot those nukes, they're going to catch him slipping. And what they're going to do is they're going to attack, When all his allies aren't on his side no more, and they all switch sides to Russia and China, and they're fed up and they're tired of, America's bullshit, You know, the great whore that sits on top of the dragon. When they get tired of that great whore, man, what they're gonna do is they're gonna all point those missiles towards America, and they're gonna catch him while he's slipping. They're gonna catch him while there's sedition amongst men. There's no order. There's nothing but chaos going on, and he's trying to get it together. And they're gonna catch him while he's slipping, and they're gonna shoot those rockets, and they're gonna shoot those nukes on him. There's still a lot that got to happen. The mark of the beast, the micro implant chip has to be introduced. You know, and most people have to get it. You got the famine of the word that still has to come, and famines and more plagues that still have to come, and you know, Israel uniting here in the Americas, which is happening in front of our eyes too, and then the Lord coming back and them trying to destroy the Lord, and then ultimately the elect being beamed up. And once that happened, it's over with. Anybody left over here on this land is going to be turned to ash, because the whole land is going to be turned to a gigantic desert. Nobody's going to inhabit these lands but wild animals and wild beasts and stuff like that. But multiple nukes are going to be dropped over here on America that is going to look like a lake of fire if you were looking at it from the perspective that John seen it. You know, so be ready. I got a couple scriptures to go along with that. See if I can get this back up here. This is the end of Esau's kingdom, man. We're living in these times, and these are great times, man. Great times to rejoice over. This is Jeremiah 49. Bear with me while I figure out which verse do I want to start with? You know, Esau Edom's going down. The whole world is seeing it. So you think while they're seeing Esau Edom going down, that they're not planning, that they're not plotting, that they're not plotting, they're not sitting back and saying, "Oh, look, he's slipping." You know, this might be the right time to strike, or this might be the right time to strike. You know, they're sitting back and they're watching, you know, and they're waiting for the right time to strike this man. This is Jeremiah 49. I'm gonna start at verse 7. Concerning Edom, right? Thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? See, back then the president would come, and because they had wisdom, the president would come, he'd say some kind words, he'd make some promises, he'd calm everything down, he calmed the sedition among man down, or they had different tactics, but they ain't got that wisdom no more. That's why it says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? They don't have counsel no more. Is their wisdom vanished? You know, that's what the world's saying. When Iran, Russia, and China is laughing and at the calamity of Esau, you know, and the collapse of the U.S. I mean that's what it's pretty much saying. Like, they're over there and they're asking themselves same questions. Like, have their wisdom vanished? Usually, you know, they would have had this under wraps. They ain't even got this taken care of yet. Verse 8: Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. You know, so like it's saying, the Lord said the time I will start visiting Esau Edom, I'm going to bring the calamity of them. You know, and this is the calamity. The whole world is seeing the calamity of Esau Edom and Babylon the Great, which is America. But the key word there was when the Lord said, during the time that I will visit him, I will bring the calamity. So when will be the times? How will we know it's the time that the Lord is visiting Esau Edom and bringing that calamity? This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9, starting at verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand. So when will be the time of Esau's calamity? And when, well, it says when the Lord visit. But when will you know that the Lord is visiting Esau Edom? Right? Verse 2 again. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he have made. So that's what's going on right now. You know, the Lord is visiting the earth, you know, not just Esau Edom. He's visiting the whole world, but he's visiting Esau Edom and bringing his calamity on them too. right? Verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So we know the end because the Lord put in these scriptures and He told us. And the thing is it says, when would you know that the Lord is visiting? What's a good sign to let you know that the Lord is visiting the world and bringing the calamity of Esau down on his head? Well, when you would see uproars of the people, when you see earthquakes and uproars of the people. Do we see uproars of the people? All 50 states in America had sedition amongst men and uproars and riots. You mean to tell me that's not biblical? Of course that's biblical. Even other places outside of the U.S. had riots and stuff like that. That's sedition amongst the man. And something that globally big and spread, it's definitely in the Bible, and it's definitely Bible prophecy. So what does that mean? What does all this mean that we're seeing, man? The plagues, the sedition amongst man, the prophecies, all this mean that the Lord is visiting the earth. And just like in Jeremiah 49, the Lord said when He do visit the earth, He's going to bring the calamity of Esau. And that goes back into this article right here. Iran, Russia, and China, Turkey celebrate the collapse of the U.S. How much more is the U.S. going to collapse? There's a lot more to come, man. He's going all the way down, With that, salvation to the elect, we're the saints and we're just patiently waiting, man. That's all we got to do is keep these law, statutes, commandments, keep faith, keep those prayers going up, and patiently wait for the Lord. We don't have to go out there and riot. We don't have to go out there and fight ourselves. We don't have to move back to Africa and start over ourselves. All we got to do is this work and be patient, and the Lord going to take care of everything else, man. Salvation to the elect. Shalom.